turning pages, night turning days. I'm tired of waiting. I gotta make it.
What's up, y'all? This really all back with another video. Yes, son. Today, man, we gotta talk about a lot of stuff, man. As y'all know, this is the first time in a long time that I've probably did a podcast on this channel. And I did say I was going to do this originally before I really got into it by myself, just to see some things, just to check on some things. And that's the true intent, right? Now today, it's a couple of things I really want to talk about, especially the rumors of LeBron James potentially coming back to the Cavs. And I really just wanted to ask y'all if y'all think this is possible. And also, too, because it's like hella bright right now. So we're going to try to figure that out. Hold on, let's see if I can. That's kind of bright, isn't it? There we go. There we go. We back in it. We back in it, though. But, yeah. I really wanted to start off with talking about LeBron James because, as we know, the All-Star game. Oh, FYI, too. If y'all see lack of mustaches because my barber cut it off, which is hurting my feelings right now because every time I be doing like this and there's nothing there. You get what I'm saying? But, yeah. I wanted to talk about LeBron James because, as we know, the All-Star game was in Cleveland. A lot of y'all voted, and y'all currently still are voting. And y'all said y'all like the All-Star game. Y'all like the All-Star weekend, which is dope. And a lot of people know that LeBron James, was talking about Cleveland because he's from Akron. And he played on the Cavs, and he helped us win a championship. And a lot of people were saying that LeBron James might possibly come back to Cleveland, right? Even my boy Antonio has been saying that I should open my mind to it because LeBron may very well come back. Me personally, I never seen it because I just feel like LeBron was at a point in his career where he wanted to maximize his brand, which is why I ultimately think he went to the Lakers, right? Because you see he got better shoe deals, even though he had a really great shoe deal already, but he started getting more shoe deal collabs. You get what I'm saying? Movies, commercials, all this stuff, right? Even more recognition for somebody who's already a well-known household name, right? Now, for LeBron I do think he wants to play with his son, right? And I do not think Cleveland will be in a position to draft his son if LeBron James Jr., Bronny, gets picked kind of high, relatively high, right? Because I think our team is going to be better these past couple years than, as we predict, right? Because this season, the Cleveland Cavaliers is hooping. We balling, and I like it. You know what I'm saying? Now, do y'all think Bron will come back to the Cleveland Cavaliers, though? Because ultimately, I think y'all perspective on it is what I really want to hear. Because let's be real here. If LeBron James were to come to Cleveland, it wouldn't be no trade. Let's throw that off the table. Because realistically, anybody who trades LeBron James is probably going to get fired and never going to get a job ever again. So realistically, he would have to come back as a free agent. Now, the problem with that is, though, usually when you get LeBron James, you move everything. You move pieces, you move that. And we have a lot of potential. We have a lot of pieces. And the question is, do we feel like we should move some pieces or trade some pieces to accommodate Bron? Of course, we wouldn't have to trade Darius Garland. Like, that doesn't make sense. We would want, if we were to get Bron, we want Bron and Garland and etc. But, like, what would you move a piece? Like, would you try to get LeBron James on a budget deal or a lesser deal just to, really attract him? Like, I'm not saying a veteran minimum, but such a pay cut where you can't afford players like Jared Allen, Garland, Evan Mobley, and etc. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do think the odd man's out would be players like Colin Sexton. I don't think Colin Sexton would actually be on the team. Maybe Karis LeVert might end up being traded in a package, for some potential something, maybe. I don't know. But I think with LeBron James, as we all know, it's a lot of, like, things that moves. Even with the Lakers, like, as soon as the Lakers went there, y'all seen, he had Lonzo, he had Ingram, Kuzma, etc., right? And within 2 years or 3 years, and I think it was the second year where they traded all of those pieces for Anthony Davis. Josh Hart, too, I forgot. Traded him for Anthony Davis. You know what I mean? So the timetable when you have LeBron James or you have LeBron James is very, very, very short. And I think the possibility of LeBron coming back, it's a chance. Like, everything's possible. I think LeBron James even said that, like, anything's possible. But, I don't know. I just feel like even if we are in the running for LeBron James, it's weird right now because right now the Cleveland Cavaliers is really successful. We're hooping, as a lot of people know. We're balling. We're productive. We have a lot of potential. We have a lot of assets. We have a lot of picks. We have a lot of talent, right? And do we feel confident or comfortable? Don't know why I can't say words, but do we feel comfortable enough to move some of those pieces to acquire LeBron James? Like, LeBron James, obviously, you get LeBron James, you're instantly finals contenders, right? And I don't think this team would make any difference. I think you plug LeBron here, I think we can instantly go to the finals. We might actually be a finals threat, like a finals, like a legitimate, like person to win the NBA championship. And keep in mind, the East is just probably the best East he would probably have joined, though, assuming he joined, because you got Brooklyn, you got Philly now, you got the Chicago Bulls, you got the Miami Heat, you got young teams like the Charlotte Hornets that's trying to upgrade. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a lot of great teams in the Eastern Conference where LeBron James, he would have to really be – well, LeBron and the Cavs would have to be on their P's and Q's. You get what I'm saying? Like, this would not be an easy conference to make it out. But if said Cavs and LeBron did, that would be crazy. Now, keep in mind, like I said, this would not happen via trade. So, realistically, I think LeBron James would be a free agent the next following offseason, not this offseason, but next year's offseason, so 2023 offseason. I think he has that potential, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I do think the possibility of LeBron James could happen now. I was really kind of iffy on it, and my boy Ant, he was like, "Hey man, you need to be more optimistic about it, man, or be more open-minded to it, because this is real." But now, based off of what he actually said in the All-Star game, and now more rumors coming out, I think it is a possibility. And I think that possibility is also weighted depending on who drafts his son. Because I think right now LeBron James is open to a lot of teams. Actually, I think this is probably the one time where all 30 teams in the league actually has a legitimate chance, including the Lakers, to keep LeBron. But at the same time, to lose LeBron if they do not get his son or draft his son. Because I do think LeBron James has the complete intention to play with his son. And I think LeBron James has hinted at that. And I think he even said that also in the All-Star game. He wants to play with his son. And that would be a crazy feat, a crazy thing. I think that is something a lot of people would be willing to see. Now, down in the comments, though, I want y'all to tell me if y'all think LeBron James coming back to Cleveland makes sense for us. If it doesn't, let me know down in the comments below. But with all that being said, though, I'll see you on the next video. Ghost.
That's Atlantis with that money.